Hello, and thank you for stopping by. Today, this mower gets to live again with a simple repair. You've seen this mower once before in the video titled Johnny's First Gas Engine. It's right up above here. This mower was originally a dump pick. The reason I picked it was for this Tecumseh engine. This is a reliable engine. This is one of the older engines that they had, and that was the reason for picking it. It's hard to find parts. Now, this mower itself, you can see this wheel, how it broke off. Just corroded right out. Very little metal left holding it on. And let's flip this over and get a better look at it. There you go. See how played out this metal is? So I want to cut it back to where this metal is thick, along the edges down, and weld a patch in here. Now, this isn't a welding video, but more of what you can do with a piece of equipment that is discarded. So I'm going to cut this out, get all this flaky metal out, cut it, put the patch on, get the wheel back on, take it from there. Now, this blade's in good shape for the abuse that this takes, and I cut all the rough edges of my property with this, the tall grass that I don't want to push the tractor through, and so on. And it's been left outside. So for about 3 years of being left outside and whatever abuse it took prior, it's in pretty decent shape. So let me get this patch on, get the wheel on, and see how it turns out. Well, this is the final result. I welded that patch in. Can't get much of a weld than I have over here, but that patch, which was made from a piece of metal from a wash machine, will outlast the rest of this mower. This wheel's on, it's on solid, don't have to worry about it coming off. I did try building up the metal, and I did a terrible job on that, but the bottom line is, this is not a race car, it's not a show car, it's a lawnmower that's used for the rough parts of my yard. Just a quick mention on recycling. There's a lot of talk about global warming, gas going up to $10 a gallon in California. Right here where I live, it's 5 and change a gallon. This is for regular and when you pay cash. And how much is that going to help? I don't know. But what I do know, anything that you could repair and reuse or repurpose is saving energy and resources that don't have to be utilized. Now, I could have went out and got another mower for the rough parts of my yard, because the lawn tractor can't get to certain spots, and some parts are really rough. This was a pick from the dump a couple of years back. It's left outside. I don't have room in the garage for it. There's times I remember to cover it, and there's times there's snow on it and everything else. And even with all that, it still starts every time. One pull, two at the most, starts right up. Cuts tall grass, doesn't have any problem whatsoever. Not the prettiest thing, I could paint it up, but it is what it is, and for what I use it for, it's great. So this wasn't a video on welding, but more of what to do with a piece of equipment that you might think has no further use. A piece of sheet metal from wherever you get it from. In my case, it was a wash machine, a welder if you don't have one, a friend of yours, somebody you know has a welder. Tack it up and you're ready to go. If you have any comments or questions, post them down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I would appreciate your continued support of the channel by sharing it, giving likes, making comments, and if you haven't done so, subscribe. Hit that Joe Z button. Until next time, stay safe.